Are you serious? Are you serious? I'm trying to get some coffee. I'm trying to calm down. It is very serious, and Hurricane Irma remains the potential threat to the East Coast. Matter of fact, possibility that this storm will match the power of the winds of Hurricane Harvey. Matter of fact, this right now, it was a Category 3. It's back to a Category 2, but it'll get back to a 3, a 4, and maybe even a 5 by the time it comes ashore. It is threatening the East Coast of the United States. We don't know. Will it tuck under Florida and go into the Gulf? We don't know. Will it just slam into Florida? Or is it going to go a little further up east in Georgia, South Carolina, or even North Carolina? That looks like the more likely path. But there is some models that show it hitting New York City, coming right into New York on September the 10th. The day is the day that it made. There is some computer models showing it making that path, which would be also another major blow. Matter of fact, with the information we're getting here, most of New Jersey, all 5 boroughs of New York City could be totally destroyed on September the 10th if the computer models that are predicting the strength of this path of Hurricane Irma are correct. The National Weather Service and the National Hurricane Center is utilizing supercomputers to predict where hurricanes will travel based on hundreds of thousands of pieces of weather data. The system they use is called the Global Forecast System. Now, at 2 o'clock yesterday, the models began to spit out projected path of Hurricane Irma and show it traveling over the next 12 days. They show it, though, getting to basically New York Harbor, making landfall at the New York Harbor as a Category 5 with winds of excess of 157 miles an hour on September the 10th at about midday. That is what the leading model is showing. But there's other models, and we've been keeping a close eye on what's going on. Listen to BP Earthwatch. Others more concerned about it dipping a little lower and hitting more like at the Carolinas. So again, just be aware, folks. Of course, the total solar eclipse of the sun took place on August 21st. That day, the president declared war on the Taliban in Afghanistan and South Asia. It didn't take long. 5 days later, Hurricane Harvey slammed into Corpus Christi, Texas, and Kim Jong-un fired 3 missiles toward the front door of Japan. And then 2 days later, Kim Jong-un fired a intermediate intercontinental ballistic missile that could, with the capability, if he wanted to put a small nuclear warhead on it, fired it 1,677 miles, shot it right over the nation of Japan. That day, the flooding was hitting record highs in Houston. So we understand that this quick, and now Irma's on the way. All of this is still in the 40 days of Elul, or the 40 days of repentance. So there's significant events taking place, plus a whole lot more. But we're going to keep a close eye on Hurricane Irma headed toward the East Coast. Will probably be a Category 5 by the time it hits the land. And where will it hit, and what does this mean in lieu of the devastation in Houston, Texas, and the entire Texas coast, the Gulf Coast of Louisiana? And it's just, it's concerning, folks. It is. Pray one for another. Pray one for another. But God's given us a word that He is going to bring us out of this. This is a warning for America. That's what the solar eclipse was all about. A warning for America that there were events coming. And there are people, you don't know how many people, who've had visions and dreams of massive water flowing, tsunami-type winds and rain and flood surge, storm surge into New York. I mean, we have heard more from people on that than anything. And Margot just recently sent another one from a dream. And so, I mean, look, folks, it could be. It just could be. New York could be in the path. And that would be unbelievable, considering Houston has already been hit in the same 40-day period. Are you serious? Pray one for another. Get right with God. The warnings are here.